Hello everyone, it's Sark here, coming from Melbourne, Australia. How are you? I'm here to talk about the PS4 VR headset. I just had to straighten that thing out now. Why you should buy it, what you can expect, and the whole experience thing itself. Okay, PS4 headset is on the left down here, down there. Okay. They come out in two versions, version 1, version 2. Both, unfortunately, have this hideously thick wire that connects it to a little box that sits on top of your PS4 system. That's the thing with the white light on over there. That's not the PS4, that's the little box on top. Why they can't be wireless, I don't know, but that's the way they are, that's great. For one thing, let me just introduce myself. I'm Sark, I'm an old guy, past 60. And I have been involved in PlayStation systems for a long time. I'm not saying PlayStation's any better than any other system at all, but I go back way before PS1s were even around. That's the original PlayStation. Very good piece of kit. Should you buy one? Well, before we go any further, to buy these new, they used to be the price of the PS4, basic PS4 system. I'm in Australia, so about $400, $450 Australian. What's that is like in America or any other part of the world, I don't know. They work perfectly okay in a non-pro PS4, if you know what I mean. Now we do have a PS4 Pro here. They are very good at doing 4K frame rate, but that's another story. You do not need this. You do not need a PS4 Pro to play this. We have tried it on the Pro as well. It doesn't make any difference. One of the reasons could be the fact that you do not get 1080p resolution through the screens of the headset. As it happens though, and this is going to sound weird, I don't think you need it. I really don't think you need 4K, you know, I mean, really. To be honest, it's not, as I was saying, 1080p. I don't really think you need 1080p. You know, some of the environments, you're so immersed in the environment themselves that having it in high definition, if you can imagine this, if you can imagine being underwater, and there's lots of software, in fact, the game comes with, can you see that? Oh, it's the PS4 PlayStation Worlds. What that actually comes with them normally. There's an underwater experience in there, and it's absolutely amazing. And you know, it's okay if it's not 1080p. You know what I mean? Anyway, don't be disappointed. Now, there's a couple of things you need to think about here. This one was second hand. Now, it's perfectly okay to get these things second hand, okay, really and truly. A couple of things you need to be made aware of though is that they inside, of course, they use lenses like that. Have a look at the lenses. Make sure they are not, whoops, I'll just hold that up. Make sure they're not scratched and they're in good condition. There's a kind of a pliable plasticky thing. And let's see this, it's sort of spongy. That goes around your nose. So obviously if it's used, then I'd get out some antiseptic spray if I was you, because somebody could have sneezed and, gross, right? Has anybody ever bought a motorbike helmet that is used? The same sort of thing, like, you know, second-hand underwear. Anyway, slightly different. Be very careful. These buttons on the side, this is to slide this front bit forward and backwards. I can't show you really because I'm using the camera for the other hand. This at the back is to push the whole back piece forward and backwards, and this wheel is like a bit of fine tuning. It tightens it around your head. So if you can imagine a motorcycle helmet that you can actually make it tighter or looser using a cogged wheel. Now the system needs at very least a PS4 controller. You know what a PS4 controller looks like. I've got one somewhere, but anyway. But the full experience is better had with these two things. Now, these are the ones. Yeah, good thing is to get two of these if you can. As you can see, the buttons are the square, the X, the triangle, and the circle, which is the same as on a normal PS4 controller. There's your PS button, which allows you to log on, and it's kind of important because when you log on with these, you use these. Some games, if you log on with a normal controller, you can't use these until you log off and log back on again. Not all of them, so I don't want everyone saying, oh, that's a whole load of rubbish, Sark. It's not true. Right, some of them. There's a couple of games that I actually have that you actually have to log on with these. And you can move up and down by pushing, that's, I guess, the R2 button. And you flip up to go up in a menu, and you flip right and left and down to go up, left, right and down in a menu. So it's all about the movement. How does it know where the movement is? Well, on top of my television, you have, this is one of the old style, oops, you saw my name there, I hope that's not a bad thing. This is one of the old style PS4 cameras. And all it needs is, obviously, these have lights on them, which the cameras see and respond to. There's lights on the headset with the cameras see and respond to. There are games where you can use the camera only, and some of those are available on the PS4 store. And they normally use small robot characters. I'll leave that for you to investigate that. But they're usually to little robots. So there are games you can play without the camera, but you cannot use the VR experience without the camera. So you've got to have to smack this camera on top of your TV. I've only got like a HD TV here. I haven't got 4K because I've only got a normal PS4. Okay, games. Yeah, fantastic. Really, really immersive. Hey parents, if you're buying one of these for your child, some of them are so immersive, they can be scary. Okay, now, not much scares me, but I'm playing a kind of a roller coaster, shoot 'em up horror game now. That's whoa, man! I tell you what, very, very immersive. The experience itself is not only 360, but it's also three-dimensional. What's the difference? Well, it's not only up, down, left, right. Imagine you're in a planetarium, okay? Imagine you're standing in a planetarium. You see the stars 360 degrees around you. Or can you imagine having a star come towards you like in a 3D movie? You might have seen 3D movies in a movie theatre. Well, this is 3D and 360. YouTube do have a very good selection of movies that are 360. In other words, you can look around you, look up, look down, but they are not 3D. I don't believe they, I could be wrong here, don't blow me up if I've got this wrong, but I don't believe YouTube have 360 3D movies. They are absolutely amazing. Don't spend too long on these, you can get motion sickness. Before you go out and buy a brand new one for 450 bucks, look on Craigslist or eBay, whatever you want. You'd probably pick one up for less than half that. It's like a lot of things, it brings a whole new dimension to the way you play games, really guys. Some of the open world games, I won't say what they are because YouTube might not like that, but think of some of the open world games, absolutely incredible. Look, if you have any comments, I may have said something wrong here or I don't know, done the wrong thing. Go out and get a second-hand one, if you can, get the wands. You already have a controller anyway. Check for things like wear and tear on the headset. All the lights have to work. In fact, get a demo before you take it away, particularly if it's a private sale. A lot of people buy these things and just don't like them, or they get bored with them after a while. But the amount of games and software that is coming out is amazing. In some cases, you don't need to have a controller at all. Like there's an undersea thing where you just sit there and you look around you and there's fish, and it's incredible. There's a space thing and there's forest thing and there's walking through a desert thing. It's incredible. Anyway, I hope this helps. Give me some comments or some likes or dislikes. Please not dislikes. Until next time, this is Sark from Melbourne, Australia. Bye bye.